fucked up that thing. So let's go to setting timeout. So we want to do this, see this checking for live API pop up when it gets, so I think what's happening is when the stream starts up, it's starting the stream up, but it's not sending us back the stream with the live flag tagged and the correct data. But even so, we were then not calling start, so we weren't starting to monitor it. Now I've added the start in, we realise that, yeah, live chat API at this point in my code hasn't finished setting itself up. So we call the function to get the live chat API, then immediately after we call start, but at that point live chat API hasn't been set up, so we can't call start. So this is the whole point for this timer monitor that we put in, is purely to say, right, get me the live chat handle, or the live, yeah, get me the live chat API, then wait for us to get that live chat API back, and then start it once we've got the API handle. So YouTube's up and running. We're still waiting for YouTube's API to recognise that, yeah, we've got a stream running and update the stream data. Like I said before, I suspect what happens with YouTube when you start a video, the reason why YouTube's so slow compared to Twitch, it feels like what's happening is YouTube's going to go off to the cloud and probably install something equivalent to a Docker image on a server, spark that Docker image up, initialize all the encoding cards and all that kind of stuff before it actually starts live streaming. So I'm guessing the delays that we see in YouTube when we start is purely because it's sparking up servers and Docker's images kind of stuff. Whereas Twitch seems to be much more, when it receives oh, here's my video feed, start broadcasting it, it's a lot quicker to start up its systems to get the stream up and running. I wouldn't be surprised if Twitch doesn't also have like a Docker style, or have to spark up. I don't know, maybe Twitch just has them waiting. Oh, there we go. So we're now checking for the live API. Last time it took 3 seconds, this time it's taken a lot longer. Okay, so this is still not finding the live API. That's interesting. So we've gone into this loop. If we have a live API, we should clear the interval and then call start. But obviously we've not. We've just timed out. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what they do. I don't know how it's run, but there's definitely a massive delay difference between YouTube and Twitch. So why is live config? So why is live chat API not getting set there? So we set the live YouTube. Oh, that's YouTube API. Where do we set the live chat API? Okay, so let me first of all find that. So what I want to find is, where do we set this up? Let me copy that so as I can find that back. So So we set that up in here. I mean, can I not just put it in here? Where do I do the start then? So currently I do start there. I start the monitor. So if we don't have a YouTube and we don't have the credentials, we check if we've got the API. If we've got the API, we start it. But only if we don't have the monitor. So if we don't have the UPA, so we go through this loop until we get the YouTube API. And we keep coming back through here and we keep doing connect to API until we've got the connection to the API. Then we get the YouTube API. We get the credentials. Well, we've got credentials. We get the YouTube API. If we get the YouTube API, we come down here. We check for live chat API. If we don't have live chat API, we go into monitor. And we do the start in here. So I want to do the start when we get out of this one. So we must be setting live chat API up in connect to API. The problem is the connect to API isn't giving us that. I think this is in the wrong I don't think we want this here. I might have to sort of drop this and do it off stream because I think I'm going to have to do multiple starts and restarts. The problem is we need to connect to the Unitube library, then we need to connect to the API, then we need to search for live streams. Once we find a live stream, we need to get the ID of that, and then we do the connect to the live chat API. We wait for the live chat API. Once we've got the live chat API, we can then start the live chat monitor. The problem at the moment is we're getting all the way up to connecting to the live chat API, and we're bombing out of our thread of startup. If we get the live chat API and then we don't get, so if we get the live chat API but then we're not starting it because live chat API, even though we've started it up, we're not able to do the start immediately. So my initial code should have worked. So search for live videos and found 0 still. That's interesting. So we're still not, even though it's giving us a list of live videos, the video isn't marked as live. What is YouTube doing here? Because we waited 30 seconds after calling connect to API. So where we say stop monitoring, so we start monitoring there, so we've detected a live video. We then get the handle. First of all, we get no live video. So then we go into this loop checking for the chat API, which never appears. So that is never getting set. So we can't call start on it until it's set. And that is being set in here, isn't it? Live chat API. So that gets set down here somewhere, I think. We've got the YouTube API. Live chat API gets set there. Because it's never seeing the live tag. Is it just my timeout's too short, maybe? By the way, if there's anyone in YouTube chat, shout up and I'll stop stopping it. But yeah, I'm going to stop it again because I'm going to do another test in a minute. It takes a while for it to figure it out.